Hi there! Welcome to What is Islam Academy. Let's learn about Islam together.
If Islam is the true religion, then why do we see so many Muslims who cheat, lie, steal, oppress? Doesn't their bad behavior prove that Islam itself is flawed? A lot of people throw this question to dismiss Islam, but tonight, we'll break it apart piece by piece. Stay with me. The answer is not as simple as critics make it. We'll look at scripture, logic, real examples, and what the Prophet taught. By the end you'll see, bad people do not disprove a true system. Let's begin by clearing the confusion. First, the difference between Islam and Muslims. First lesson, never judge a medicine by the patient, judge it by the prescription. Islam is perfect, Muslims are human, and humans make mistakes. If a doctor prescribes a diet, but the patient eats junk food, do you blame the doctor or the patient? The same applies. A religion's truth is distinct from the actions of imperfect followers. Judge the guidance, evaluate the teaching, then judge those who follow it. Now, what does the Qur'an itself say about insincere people? Allah himself warns, not everyone who says, "I'm a Muslim," is sincere. There are hypocrites. So bad Muslims are not proof against Islam. They're proof of human weakness. Scripture identifies hypocrisy to warn believers, to correct, not to excuse. This is not a cover for sin, it is a diagnostic, to call people back to sincerity. The presence of hypocrites is addressed in Scripture. It does not negate the truth of the Scripture. Next, logical comparisons with other professions and communities. Look at doctors. Are all doctors honest? No. Some sell fake medicines. Does that mean medical science is false? No. It means some people abuse it. The system stands even when some members fail it. Look at Christians. Are all of them saints, Hindus, atheists? No society is perfect. Every community contains people who fall short. So if a Muslim lies, he is disobeying Islam, not representing it. We judge teachings by their content and effects, not by the failings of some adherents. Islamic teachings promote justice, honesty, and accountability. Let's examine reasons, not excuses. Why do some Muslims behave corruptly? There are clear reasons and remedies. First, lack of knowledge. Many Muslims don't even read the Qur'an. Ignorance allows culture or convenience to overwrite guidance. Second, weakness of faith. They know, but desires control them. Desires can overpower knowledge when the heart is not firm. Third, some do evil in the name of Islam, but Islam itself rejects that. The Prophet said, "This is authoritative clarity. Cheating and dishonesty are explicitly rejected, so the causes are clear. Ignorance, weak faith, and deliberate misuse, all human problems." Now let's look at the ideal. The example set by the Prophet and his companions. Don't look at fake Muslims, look at real ones. Look at the Prophet. Was he corrupt? No, he was called Al-Amin, the trustworthy, even by enemies. His honesty was his hallmark. People trusted him with their affairs. His companions sacrificed wealth, life, comfort for honesty and truth. Islam made Arabs, once burying daughters alive, into defenders of justice. That is proof of its power. Look for those who embody the teachings, not for headlines. The teachings orient people toward justice and care for the vulnerable. Now the irony, corrupt Muslims actually show why Islam is needed. Irony. Corrupt Muslims don't disprove Islam, they prove we need Islam more. When people drift from the Quran, corruption spreads. When they follow the Quran, corruption decreases. When they ignore it, problems arise. So the problem is not Islam, the problem is ignoring Islam. Returning to sincere practice repairs communities and restores trust. Every honest act is a corrective, one person at a time. The existence of corrupt people is not an argument against the faith. It is a call to practice the faith more sincerely. Finally, the question of judgment and responsibility. On Judgment Day, Allah won't ask, "Were other Muslims good?" He will ask, "Did you follow Islam correctly?" So don't use bad Muslims as an excuse to reject truth. Islam is perfect. Muslims are students. Some fail, some top the class. Be the top student. Reflect, return, practice, subscribe for more episodes.